KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? KC, we run the ring, we run the yard, we run it all. Kansas, what you screaming out? What you screaming out? What you talking about? What you screaming about? Fight KC, everybody say, fight KC, come on, fight KC, what you screaming out? Fight KC, what you talking about? Fight KC, come on, fight KC. What you talking about?
Welcome wrestling fans to the National Wrestling League. I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Marty Bell.
And we've got a great hour of wrestling action lined up for all you great fans at home. Our first matchup is going to be the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt, taking on Thor Theriot.
Followed by High on Life, Ken Dharma, taking on the Austrian horse, Hans Gruber.
And next we have the Swoll Patrol, taking on Ray Briggs and Gil Rogers.
In our main event of the evening, another I70 Series match. Maverick takes on Blaine Meeks.
Now before we go to the ring, let's talk about Thor Theriot and Jeremy Wyatt. It seems that this has been an issue since we started here in the NWL, and there's no end in sight, it seems.
God, Ben, it seems that Thor has got a thorn on his side. Well, two thorns. He's not just got to worry about the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
Right.
He's also got to worry about Michael Strider.
And Michael Strider is an ever-present nuisance, if you will, to Thor Theriot. So let's go to the ring and see if Thor can finally get rid of the foundation. Welcome in, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League. I'm Ben Miller. Marty Bell was in the ring, and now we have Thor Theriot. It looks like Thor Theriot, this isn't on my agenda tonight, folks, but Thor Theriot is making his way to the ring, and it looks like he has a purpose.
Wyatt! Wyatt, I ain't waiting for the rest of the night for our match. I am not leaving this ring until you come in here and fight me like a man.
Whoa, Thor Theriot laying down a challenge to the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
I ain't leaving.
He says he's not leaving until Jeremy Wyatt comes out here and fights him. Will the Monarch answer that challenge? I don't...
Bring your whole army. Come out here and fight me like a man.
Jeremy Wyatt's coming out. He it looks like he's not even ready to compete yet. Still putting on that wrist tape.
You want to fight right now? You can see I'm not even ready right now. Strider isn't even here right now.
Their match wasn't even on my schedule
We haven't had a
later.
chance to discuss our strategy for the evening. But you want to go right now? You know what? Get a referee out here. Let's go right now.
Jeremy Wyatt says he's accepting the challenge right here, right now. Referee Nick Chin is in the ring, and he says they're going to fight right here, right now. Thor Theriot and Jeremy Wyatt are starting off our broadcast here tonight, and what a matchup we're going to have between these two who have been going toe-to-toe for the last couple months. Oh, hard forearm strikes, and we are underway. Both men exchanging hard forearms in the middle of the ring. Thor Theriot has been dealing with the disease that is the foundation since the start of the NWL. Ducks a clothesline and gets kicked right in the face. Nicely executed by Thor Theriot. Thor Theriot must be so tired of dealing with the foundation of the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt, and that rat, Michael Strider, as he gets hit with a tope suicida, and the back of Jeremy Wyatt's head crashes off that security railing.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company. Fun wines, good times.
That Thor Theriot is going to take. These guys have been through some wars in the last few months, and he seems to know the playbook of Thor Theriot. Referee Nick Chin putting the count on both of these combatants. Could the Monarch be going for the coronation on the apron? So close. Thor knew that was coming. He dumps Jeremy Wyatt over the top rope and kicks him right in the side of the head for his efforts. Theriault, one thing about that leg is he can't stand on that leg. He won't be able to hit the panic button and unleash that flurry of offense that he's known for. And it looks like Jeremy Wyatt's going for a top rope superplex to put a nail in the coffin of Theriault. And Thor just shoves him off. Could he be going for that swanton here? Look at that leg. He does it off one leg and crushes Jeremy Wyatt in the center of the ring with that swanton 2. No! Almost gets a 3 count on the Monarch. So close, that impact on that swanton almost crushing Jeremy Wyatt into the mat. And you can see him clutching those ribs. That had to have such impact on the ribs of the Monarch. A few ribs might be broken. Theriault can smell, he can see that victory's within his grasp, and he tried for that Ragnarok, but that left knee once again gives out on Theriault. Oh, pump thrust kick right to the face of Theriault. What is the Monarch going for here? Spins him out, drops him on his knee, diving ace crusher. This could be it. What a combination. 1, 2, no! Theriault gets the left shoulder up. Jeremy Wyatt looks frustrated that amazing combination of maneuvers wasn't able to put away Theriault. Monarch stalking his prey now, fires a boot into the midsection. Could be setting up for that coronation pile driver, and once again tries to sunset flip him, rolls through and grabs him in that half crab stretch, really reaching down on that leg, and Theriault immediately makes it to the ropes. That damage has to be done to that knee of Theriault. I hope it's not an injury that he can't come back from, but he can barely put weight on that leg. He struggles to pick him up in that fireman's position, going for the Ragnarok. Jeremy Wyatt blocks it and reverses it into an ankle lock, again inflicting more damage now on the lower part of that injured leg. That momentum just carried Jeremy Wyatt over, and he crashed into that center turnbuckle. Thor going for a clothesline. Jeremy Wyatt with a backslide counter. Thor rolls out of it, picks him up with that Ragnarok. The knee is holding up and drives him. Ribs first, that Ragnarok connects, but unfortunately, it's right on that knee, that injured knee of Theriault, and he was unable to make the cover on Jeremy Wyatt. And Jeremy Wyatt, love him or hate him, wisely rolls to the outside of the ring. Theriault using the ropes to try to get the Monarch now. You can see he's still barely putting any weight on that leg. He's going to roll Jeremy Wyatt back in the ring, trying to finish the job, making his way back. Oh, would you? That's Michael Strider. That dirty, low-down son of a gun came up from the pits of hell, where he makes his home. He rolls him up 2, 3, and the Wyatt and Strider, the foundation, steal another victory from Theriault. That dirty son of a gun, Michael Strider, crawling up from the pits of hell like the snake that he is, like the devil he is, and helps steal a victory from Theriault. Theriault has got to be incensed that once again Michael Strider sticks his nose in a match, in a singles match between himself and Jeremy Wyatt.
Hey! Not like that. This isn't over. For too long, it's been you two ruining my life here at the NWL.
Dang right.
So now, I'm gonna ruin your lives one at a time. Because I'm challenging you, Michael Strider. Yeah.
Michael Strider.
I want you in this ring at the next show, and I know how you like to play. I know that you're some hardcore legend in your own mind, so I'll play to your strengths. You want to play it in your game? Let's make it a no DQ match.
A no DQ match? And look, there's Major Basin coming out from behind the curtain. Theriot issued a challenge to the Foundation. It's Michael Strider saying, next time we're in the Scottish Rite Temple, it's a no DQ match. The fans seem to want it. Michael Strider says, you got it. Accepting the challenge of Theriot. And Major Basin, what is Major Basin doing? Major Basin wants a microphone. He has something to say.
Mr. Strider, we are seeming to be having another conversation again about you interfering in matches that are none of your business.
My business.
And I'm sick of it. And he's not your advisor. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. I'll tell you what. I'm glad that you accepted that match, but I'm going to add one little condition to this match, which will happen here on 5/27. It's a no DQ. But if Jeremy Wyatt shows his face in that match, both of you will be suspended without pay, without benefits for 6 months.
Wow, what an announcement.
Congratulations on your no DQ match. I wish you the best. You may now go.
Major Basin saying if Jeremy Wyatt interferes in the no DQ match on 5/27, that both men will be suspended for 6 months.
Goodbye.
Hallelujah,
I have business to
Major
attend to here.
Basin.
I have business to attend here, so if you guys could leave,
All right,
I'd
folks, we'll
appreciate
be right back here on the National Wrestling League, Kansas City.
The NWL is brought to you by X1051 is Kansas City's alternative. More music, less talk, all day. Listen for 105-minute non-stop X blocks at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 p.m. And by Up Down, Kansas City's arcade bar.
Wrestling fans, I'm standing here with Theriot. Thor, it looks like the war is waging on. It continues on between you and the Foundation. What's next in this chapter?
What's next? What's next is Michael Strider's own delight little playland known as Hardcore. No DQ. Michael Strider, I gave you that. I gave you the opportunity to have your advantage in this match because you like to call yourself the devil, don't you? You like to call yourself the devil. Well, I'm walking through hell and I'm gonna kick the devil's ass.
KC, we run the
Wow, Ben, can you believe the announcement from Leech President Major Basin?
It looks like we're going to get a no disqualification match between Theriot and Michael Strider the next time we're at the Scottish Rite Temple. I cannot wait to see that. Maybe we'll finally get some answers. I think all the fans out there should go to fightkc.com and get their tickets.
You know what though? I am so excited about our next match. High on Life, Ken Dharma taking on the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger. I am a huge fan of the Austrian horse.
Let me tell you, Hans Ruger has not been in the NWL that long, and he came this close to beating the Mile High Magnum, and now finally we get to see him in action again against High on Life Ken Dharma. Let's go to the ring and find out who takes this match home.
And introducing first,
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League, Kansas City from the Scottish Rite Temple. And here comes
weighing in at
the
169
cartwheeling,
pounds.
wheeling and dealing man himself, High on Life, Ken Dharma.
I love this guy. He's taught me so much about my inner peace, Ben. I could write books.
Weighing in at 169 pounds, from Peace of Mind, he is High on Life, Ken Dharma.
Let's talk about Ken Dharma, his opponent for this evening. May put that flexibility to test in Hans Ruger. Hans Ruger, a newcomer here to the NWL.
Look at this, Ben. Can you do that? That's amazing. I mean, I can do that, but can you?
I think a better question is, would I want to do that? Absolutely not.
You don't want to bend your body into a C? Who cares?
And his opponent,
And there he is, Hans Ruger, the Austrian sensation himself,
is back here in the Scottish Rite Temple. Who let this guy in? I mean, President Trump, is Austria not on his list?
Weighing in at 232 pounds, he is the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
This guy, it looks like $1 million. You know, he looks great. But, man, look over at Kid Dharma, though. This is a guy who knows the lay of the land, has been in NWL KC since the beginning. I think he's going to, piece of cake match here for Mr. High on Life.
Piece of cake? Are you kidding me? Look at the physique on the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger. This guy is built like a thoroughbred.
What's High on Life? This guy, he's ripped. He's got a 12-pack.
Well, let's see if the yoga stylings of one Ken Dharma can stand up to the onslaught of the Austrian himself, Hans Ruger.
I don't even know if Hans understands the rules in this country. He says he's happy to be here, but I don't know. What has he done to impress you, Ben? I mean, come on. He lost to Dak Draper.
His outing against Dak Draper made me a believer that this guy has got a ton of potential, and just based on his athletic prowess alone, and look at him locking in that cravat, that vice-like cravat on the neck of High on Life.
Not going to go strike for strike with this guy.
And Hans Ruger charging in with a nice clothesline right to the chest of High on Life and make that 2, collapsing Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma kind of spills out of that corner. What is Hans Ruger going for? Great agility. Springboard moonsault press 2. Man, the agility on that Austrian was very, very impressive.
Have you talked to Hans in the back? I mean, he walks around
excited,
glad-handing everybody, saying how he's the first one in his family to ever come to America, and he loves being in this professional wrestling organization. I mean, it makes me just sick.
I think he high-fived me about 6 times today before even hitting the ring. And Ken Dharma with a vicious kick to the back of the head and a standing moonsault. 1, 2,
and 3. Come on, David. Referee David, come on. That was a 3 count. Look, you've upset Dharma enough to do that.
Now Dharma showing some frustration, not being able to put away Austrian's own Hans Ruger.
Here we
Could
go,
be tuning up
super
the band for that super kick, and he misses Hans Ruger the boot to the midsection. This could be Hasta La Vista, baby. If he connects with this, that's
goodness.
it. Dharma slides out of it, and there lands that super kick.
Yes.
That full extension on that super kick almost kicks Hans Ruger's face off.
Feel the end coming. Look at that. Man, I thought he was about to get catapulted on top of that post.
Hans Ruger with a hard right hand to the jaw, kicks him right in the chest. Now looks like Ken Dharma is trapped between the 2nd and 3rd ropes here in the Scottish Rite Temple. What is he going for? Could be driving it. He's locked in that cravat. A 2nd rope cravat driver and locks it in again.
Come on, Ken. No, get to the rope. Get to the
Really
rope.
wrenching on that
You're so
neck.
close.
Could Ken Dharma tap out?
You're so close.
There it is. He tapped out.
No.
He tapped out. And Hans Ruger picks up his first victory here in the NWL.
Hans Ruger, I mean, it would have done nothing but make me happy to let Ken Dharma take out this Austrian out of this match. But no, Hans Ruger picks up his first victory ever in the NWL.
Looks like that left arm is still bothering him, but no matter, Hans Gruber starts on a winning path here in the NWL, and he told me he's heading straight for his rematch against Dak Draper.
He did. He said he wants a rematch with Dak. He wants to take on everybody, and obviously beating Ken Dharma is a huge step in his career here in NWL, and Hans Ruger, whether you like him or not, he has a huge upside here in this company.
Marty, oh my goodness. Hans Ruger picked up a victory against High on Life Ken Dharma. And I know for sure that Hans Ruger will be back.
And up next, we have the Swoll Patrol taking on Gil Rogers. Gil Rogers! And
Everybody's
lockdown.
favorite. Everybody's favorite.
Briggs. You know, the Swoll Patrol, they've got all these tactics and they've got all these ways of winning. But it's not the Gil way. I think this is it. I think this
Do
is
you?
when we go.
Oh,
Yes,
gosh.
I feel
I
it.
hope so. I hope
Gil
so.
had such a hard time dealing with his loss last
Absolutely.
time. You know, he's been hitting the gym extra hard. He is ready. I think. I feel it. I feel it tonight.
It could be.
This is the night.
Well, fans, let's get down to ringside and see if Gil Rogers can finally pick up a victory.
It is a tag team match. And introducing first,
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the NWL in Kansas City, and it looks like the Scottish Rite Temple is about to get swole.
Oh, I love these guys. Max Edwards, Flex Zerba. I mean, this tag team really has everything going for it. It's got excitement, it's got muscles, it's got energy, it's got just complete stamina inside that ring.
Look at the outlandish outfits of the doctors of Swollenomics, Flex Zerba and Max Edwards.
And you know why they're wearing those cute little cowboy hats, don't you? Because we got Gil Rogers and Ray Briggs coming out here with their two-bit, corny, little, what they call a manager, I guess, Roscoe Leech. Get on Roscoe Leech. That moron.
Leave Roscoe Leech alone. Swoll Patrol, Flex Zerba and Max Edwards.
Well, who wore it better, these two?
Usually, oh, it looks like we're getting ready to see. There he is. Gil Rogers is making his way to the stage right now. Probably the biggest fan favorite we have here in the NWL.
Why is he a fan favorite? I mean, I like teams that win, guys that win. He has some charisma, he has some energy, obviously. He's a hard worker, but I'm starting to feel bad.
215 pounds, he is Gil Rogers.
Gil Rogers and Ray Briggs have been a tag team on a few different occasions
Sure,
here
they're
in
boys.
the NWL. They are good friends, and Gil Rogers still looking for a victory.
Ray Briggs has gotten on a winning streak since he took up. It must have just been something mental he needed help with, because there's no way Roscoe Leech has helped him at all. Look at that. Gil even doing his patented maneuver coming into the ring.
His partner.
Where is Roscoe Leech? Where is that? I wanted to see his hat. It's been spit on it.
Oklahoma, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is Lockdown Ray Briggs.
Where is he?
Conspicuous by his absence so far
Is he
is
under the ring?
Roscoe Leech. I thought the agent needed to be out here to accompany his man to the ring, and it looks like they're going to the
No.
ring.
Why would you come out with your guy? That makes no sense. Where is he? Anyway, Gil Rogers and Ray Briggs, if you think these two guys are gonna team up and beat the Swoll Patrol, are you kidding? Oh, here we go. Here's Boss Hog Jr. Way to make
Boss
the delayed
Hog
entrance.
Jr., will you stop it?
He's horrible. He's got a horrible mustache. For some reason, he has taken Ray Briggs under his wing, and Ray has gone on somewhat of a winning streak now. Hopefully, I guess for Gil's sake, that continues for Gil. But it's not going to. You see who they're taking on, the Swoll Patrol. I can't believe that Ray Briggs, he starts off on a losing streak here in the NWL as well, and all of a sudden he starts winning because of that goofball.
Maybe that's all he need was, oh, here we go, the burpees that Flex Zerba is doing into, drives that elbow right in the midsection. Flex Zerba is also a person, obviously, the Swoll Patrol, that always uses every moment. He tells me his life is a workout. There is never not a moment when he's not working out.
Everything is a consistent motion. Look at that.
Oh, come on. What?
Yeah.
Oh, and then dumping that shake, I think, all over onto the head. Poor Roscoe.
Well, look like moonshine.
Poor Roscoe Leech.
Look like moonshine. I'm sure he's okay. That's how he powers his cars and gets through Saturday nights at home. Come on, Max Edwards now in control of Gil Rogers. Swoll Patrol going to put another L in the column for Gil and Ray.
Gil Rogers fighting with everything he has, hard forearm strike.
The clubbing blows of Max Edwards. I mean, this guy has been a stalwart in the Midwest for years. Look at this.
Oh, here comes lockdown Ray Briggs. Look at that steam he picked up. Charging in the corner, takes Flex Zerba out and sidesteps Max Edwards. Nice leg lariat connects with Flex Zerba.
And Lockdown again showing some of that newfound spark, that newfound fire. He's going to the top rope. What is he doing here? Goes to the top rope, beautiful frog splash. This could be it, two. Almost got a 3-count. Flex breaks up the pin, and here comes Gil Rogers.
Come on, now Bobby, you can't turn your back, Flex, come on. Here we go.
Max Edwards with the full Nelson slam driving Lockdown into the center of the ring. That two beautiful drop kicks by Gil Rogers. All 4 men are in the ring right now. Referee checking on Lockdown Ray Briggs.
What's he got? He's got the powder.
Gil
This
Rogers,
is okay, Ben?
Gil Rogers is holding Flex Zerba. A little turnabout is fair
Oh,
play.
okay, of course. If it works in your look at
He's got a handful of powder, and he just threw it in the eyes of Gil Rogers and dumps Gil to the outside.
I told you this guy's just a goof. He's horrible. Why would you have this guy as an agent?
Now Flex Zerba's chasing Roscoe Leech. There's the pick 6 on Max Edwards.
Flex.
1, 2, 3, and that's it. Lockdown Ray Briggs and Gil Rogers have picked up a victory here tonight.
He falls into luck once again, and he just Roscoe Leech took out half the tag team, and somehow they still win. Come on, look, Gil Rogers is still down, rubbing the protein powder out of his eyes because they cheated to win.
Well, although that miscue didn't help anything, Ray Briggs kept his eye on the prize and pinned Max Edwards of the Swoll Patrol, and Gil Rogers, although it's not a singles victory, that's a tag team victory. That's technically a victory for Gil Rogers.
Technically, I guess, but Gil didn't get the pin, and look, it doesn't look like Gil's very happy about it either. He's not in there celebrating with Roscoe and Ray.
Roscoe, I'm sure, is sorry that he threw the powder in the eyes of Gil Rogers. Gil Rogers just shoving Roscoe back, and I mean, come on, Gil Rogers. It's a victory. He should be celebrating.
Look, Gil's upset because he just had powder thrown in his eyes. He doesn't need his own manager turning on him like that, doing stupid things. How's he supposed to win a match in the NWL? He didn't get the pinfall. He didn't even get to be a part of the celebration. He's out there with protein in his face.
Gil Rogers picks up a victory in tag team competition, although it's not a victory in singles action. He did not pick up the pinfall, and it looks like Gil Rogers is upset by this. I cannot wait to see what Gil Rogers has to say about this. He was quite distraught last week.
Gil Rogers has made it quite clear that he is old school and he likes to win the right way. He will do it the right way, and he's not going to win by cheating or doing anything outside of the rules. Now, I do understand that he was holding somebody for Roscoe through the power of his face, but we'll see if Gil can get on the same page with Roscoe and Ray.
Wrestling fans, I'm here with Lockdown Ray Briggs and Gil Rogers. You guys have to be so excited after picking up a huge victory here tonight.
I'm super excited, Ben. That's win number 3. And Gil, that's your first win.
Congratulations on your victory, Ray. I do not count that as a victory. That is a tainted victory. How am I a winner with my eyes burning from protein powder that your agent threw in my eyes?
Let me tell you something. I think it's super unfortunate that you feel that way, Gil. But it doesn't matter to me because Ray and I are still celebrating another W. That's 3 in a row for us.
I told you, get up on the apron and give him a big old fist. I have 17 years of experience, and what do? You throw protein powder and it gets in my face.
Well, I apologize about that. They were jacking around with my hat and everything else under the sun. I'm just telling Ray that we're going to keep on the same path to victory, and it ain't going to change.
Roscoe, you can apologize all you want. It does not change what happened.
I guess Gil Rogers isn't going to accept that victory. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Welcome back to NWL KC. Ben, I felt it. I knew that Gil was going to pick up a win. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Gil way, and
He doesn't count it as a win.
No.
That's what you just heard him say. He says he does not think, he still thinks he has yet to pick up a victory here in the NWL. But now let's shift focus and talk about our main event for tonight, the I70 Series matchup between Blaine Meeks and Maverick. The score is 10-5.
Last time we saw Maverick here in Kansas City, he lost to Red Cloud. You know that Maverick is not going to go down without a fight this time around, and I feel that this might be one of Blaine's toughest fights.
Absolutely. Now, can we finally see St. Louis climbing back up that ladder and try to even the score with Kansas City? Let's get to the ring and find out. It's the rivalry of the century. NWL Kansas City takes on NWL St. Louis. That's it!
Battle of cities, the battle of rosters here in NWL.
The equation. There he is. What is Jet Royal going for here? Springboards up to the top rope. Spanish fly.
Cover right there, going over.
Looks like Jet Royal's making the cover here. 2, 3.
He got it.
That's it. That's the addition of Matthew Grundy as soon as possible.
And it's a double team DDT by the Royals. Boulder drives him to the mat. The monkey flip to the outside. Shooting star press, look at that, the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Royal Blood take another victory for Kansas City. Leapfrog by Blaine Meeks. Cross body. Watch this, oh, amazing by Gaines. Big punch by Greatness. What's True Gold doing up there? Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3, Blaine Meeks gets the victory.
And he just got him. 3, that's it. And picked up the 1, 2, 3. It's great agility.
Not moving.
Blaine Meeks was
accident,
and
sure.
now he hits it with a spike driver.
That's gonna do
1,
it.
2, 3.
Nobody
and that's
gets up on
it.
that.
Who will win here tonight at the Scottish Rite Temple? Welcome back, wrestling fans. It is main event time here in the Scottish Rite Temple, and it's an I70 Series matchup between Maverick and Blaine Meeks.
This is going to be an interesting matchup here. You have a brawler, a bruiser, a tough guy from NWL STL coming over here to take out Captain KC, Blaine Meeks. I mean, I don't know if Blaine Meeks, I know he's had his issues, obviously, with Dak Draper, but I don't know, Maverick's a whole nother level of hurt.
The score right now in the I70 Series is 10-5. Kansas City still leading by a huge margin.
Doubling them up, obviously.
And it's up to St. Louis, and maybe Maverick is that guy that can start helping them climb back to the top and get even 10-10.
Well, if somebody's going to do it, it's going to be the Raging Bull Maverick. I mean, he's going to have to start. He's got a hard lesson today. He's going to have to put on a clinic to take out Blaine Meeks, but Maverick can do it. I've seen this guy. We've seen him in action several times here at NWL KC, and this guy has no love for the Kansas City crowd.
But someone who does have love for the Kansas City crowd and is supported so much so by the faithful here that he calls himself Captain KC, and so do they, is Blaine Meeks.
Blaine Meeks loves this town, loves the crowd, loves the fans. He got so close to winning the NWL Kansas City Championship and that final against Dak Draper, but yet he continues on. He still hasn't gotten that rematch. I don't technically think he should. It was a tournament final. Why should he get a rematch?
What a phenomenal matchup that was, and fans, if you haven't seen it already, if you're not DVR our show on 38 The Spot, you're missing out. But you can go back on YouTube and check out Blaine Meeks versus Dak Draper in the tournament final. What an incredible matchup.
And now it's time for another I70 Series match. The score is 10-5 with Kansas City leading the way. This match is brought to you by our sponsors, Flying Monkey. Introducing first, to my left, representing St. Louis.
They love him.
From Georgetown, Texas, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the son of Texas, the Raging Bull, Maverick.
This guy's gonna put a beating on Blaine Meeks tonight, buddy.
So intense, that stare that he has.
And to my
could put a
right,
hole through people.
representing Kansas City, He is Captain KC. He is weighing in at 195 pounds. He is Blaine Meeks.
Listen to the crowd in Maverick. The bell hasn't even sounded, and Maverick taking advantage of Blaine Meeks' back being turned. He wants to win this I70 Series matchup.
Look at that Maverick. I don't even think he needed to have the hot jump start there, but he's taking it to the outside. The bell hasn't even rang yet because these two starting off without even having the referee getting them ready. So the referee hasn't had time to check their boots, anything, so they're just doing this before the match even starts. Close. I mean, Maverick, I understand that you want to be aggressive here, but you have to listen to that referee or they're going to stop this match. You have to get the victory. You cannot get disqualified if you're trying to beat Captain KC.
Oh, did you hear that shot, Ryan? Right across the back of Blaine Meeks. Every shot that Maverick takes is just so vicious and thrown with such velocity. He wants to take out his opponents. I think he would like a knockout victory here.
The clubbing blows by Maverick are amazing. I mean, you could be in the top upper deck of this building and you hear that flesh-on-flesh pounding that he gives the back of Blaine Meeks. Look at this, Blaine finally fighting back now.
Blaine Meeks with a knife-edge chop of his own sends Maverick tumbling back into the ring. What is Blaine Meeks doing here? Could he be going for one of those 1,000 variations, it seems like, of comic mischief? If he hits this could be it. Or he could be set up for a tornado DDT.
Come on! No! Here's a cover! Get up, come on! Oh, thank goodness! Maverick almost losing to Blaine Meeks, and I think Maverick, as big and as strong as he is, this might be a problem if the match continues on because the cardio of Blaine Meeks is almost second to none. And that's not saying anything about Maverick. He's in tremendous shape. But Blaine Meeks, he's on a treadmill for 8 hours a day, this guy, running, full sprints.
Oh, shoulder-to-shoulder contact by Maverick and Blaine Meeks. Now we couldn't see that stampede of the bulls, that series of strikes and shoulder strikes into that corner. And Blaine Meeks is reeling from the stampede of the bulls.
And Nick Chin, he's worried about stepping in the middle of that, and so would I. Nick Chin would take a couple blows to the face. He can't take that.
Not many people in this building, in this world, could take the amount of punishment that Maverick is able to dish out.
And Maverick, obviously very confident that Blaine Meeks would be falling down in a heap after that punishment, mocking the crowd, making symbols to the crowd, and now he's screaming at Blaine Meeks to get up.
Dare I say, Ryan, that is Maverick being fueled by the hate of these Kansas City fans. Nice exploder suplex.
Here we go.
Going for a cover here.
It's over. Come on. Kicks out of that. Nick Chin. Yes, I agree. Maverick saying that should have been 3.
That 1,000-yard stare right through referee Nick Chin. Maverick believes that should have been a 3 count.
You're absolutely right, though. Do I think that Maverick feeds off the negativity of this Kansas City crowd towards him? Look at him. He's playing it up. He's staring at them. They're obviously part of this match through Maverick, but not the way they want it. They want to taunt him, but Maverick is using it, like you said, as fuel to take out Blaine Meeks.
Ramming that head right off the top turnbuckle, and is Maverick, look at him, dishing out more punishment, grinding, pulling that arm almost out of socket over that top rope. This is a different side to Maverick. I haven't seen Maverick this vicious maybe in any NWL account.
And I don't think, even though he's had some epic matches against the likes of Dak Draper, I don't know if Blaine Meeks has had this kind of brutal punishment that Maverick has dished out.
It's absolutely true. Blaine Meeks looks like he could be hooking him up for a brainbuster or a suplex. What is he going for here? Suplexes him over right into the center of the ring.
Come on, Maverick, get up.
Referee Nick Chin is in position.
Didn't cover the leg. Did not hold the leg, so he kicks out, and that is the reason that Blaine Meeks possibly did not get the victory right there.
Could have been a different story if he would have hooked that far leg. But the match continues on here. The I70 Series is so important to both of these cities that both of these athletes are letting it all hang out right now.
Maverick now. Reversal into the corner. Look at Maverick throwing him so hard he falls down with his own momentum, and Blaine Meeks writhing in pain.
Again, going to work on that back. Could he be setting him up for that short shot? Could he be setting him up for the bullseye? There's so many moves Maverick has at his disposal, and he wants to inflict punishment and put away Blaine Meeks.
I think he's calling for the end. He is calling for the end of this match, and you're absolutely right. You know, Maverick has a lot going on in St. Louis. He's currently battling Cornell Douglas. He's obviously has an issue with Todd Letterman. Now he comes over to Kansas City. He's using all of that hatred to those men and just putting it on Blaine Meeks right now. Watch this, big man.
Oh, misses that over-the-top rope senton a la Eddie Guerrero, which I've seen him use in the past. And now Blaine Meeks puts both knees up. Could he be connecting? Oh, second rope clothesline. What elevation by Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks ducks a clothesline by Maverick, spins him out. What is he going for here? Reverse elbows him down to the canvas. Blaine Meeks has a lot of momentum and drop kicks him right in the center of the chest. And Maverick goes spilly to the outside.
And Maverick's in trouble now. Blaine Meeks, look at him, staring at the crowd. He knows what they want. He's going to go to the outside. This is not going to be good for Maverick.
The crowd chanting for Blaine Meeks to take flight. He obliges with a tope suicida through the second and third rope. And he knows he connected with Maverick. What is he doing? Is he going back to the well for another? Is he going for another tope suicida? Make that two. What is Blaine Meeks doing? He's throwing caution to the wind.
They're chanting one more time in here. This is horrible. He's already done it twice. You don't have to do it again.
Is he going for a third one? Blaine Meeks going for another tope suicida and takes out Maverick with an exclamation point.
I wish he would have taken out Blaine Meeks. I wish he would have taken the top of that turn, the outside barricade, much like he did in Botchamania. He would have done that again, and Maverick would have won this. Come on.
Blaine Meeks throwing Maverick back under that bottom rope. He wants to capitalize on those three tope suicidas and try to put away the Raging Bull Maverick.
Well, maybe he shouldn't be outside doing his little pose while Maverick imposes himself in the ring. Come on, Mav.
Oh, going for a high cross body, and Maverick catches him out of midair, and he's saying not so fast, and I thought he was going to dump him over.
Me too.
Could he be going for that running gory bomb that he caught? No! Oh my goodness! 1, 2, and he pulls him off the mat. This is how Dak Draper put him away. Sit out powerbomb. 1, 2, no! So close! Blaine Meeks able to get that left shoulder up just in the nick of time.
So close. Nick Chin's hand coming down just an inch away from that canvas. Blaine Meeks somehow kicks out of that, and Maverick even angrier, I think. I think, look at him, he's calling him to get up.
He's daring Blaine Meeks to get up. He's looking for the kill shot here. He wants to put away Blaine Meeks and take another step closer to bringing up St. Louis in this I70 Series matchup.
Here we go.
Could be going for that lariat. Blaine Meeks ducks. Jumping knee strike. There it is. Comic mischief right to the spine of Maverick. This could be it.
Maverick.
No.
Good afternoon and welcome to the newest installment of the
What is?
Oh hey, there's a match going on.
What is Dak Draper? He just comes out with a microphone whenever he wants. Blaine Meeks had this match won.
He's so aloof. He didn't know there was a match going on. He thought it was his time.
But I smell a rat. That was planned by our champion, Dak Draper. And now Maverick putting that crossface on Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks, if he loses this match, he had this matchup won, Ryan.
I think he did. Comic Mischief was hit. I thought Dak Draper was going to get the win. And I thought Dak Draper was going to help him get the win. But no, Maverick now using the crossface. Blaine Meeks
really reaching back on that crossface. If he taps out, if you have to give the assist to Dak Draper.
Why? He has plenty of time to get out of it. There's no pinning. There's He's not pinning him now. There's time. Come on.
Look at him rolling through and again applying that crossface on, really wrenching back on that shoulder and neck. Rolls over into the cover two, and Maverick kicks out.
Dak Draper coming out with his latest installment of the Dreams Come True Challenge. Had no idea.
Oh, and that lariat catches him out of nowhere. 2, 3, and Maverick has pinned Blaine Meeks. And would you look at that look on Maverick's face? He just put an exclamation point on this victory and sends a message to the entire locker room of the NWL.
10-6 is now the score. St. Louis getting a little bit closer. And what about that killer lariat from Maverick? Man, I mean, this is a guy, look, and you cannot blame this on Dak Draper. Blaine Meeks had plenty of time to turn that around, and he didn't do it. You know what that's called? It's called punishment from a big, jacked up, raging bull on Blaine Meeks. Took its toll, and there's some more snot for it.
What a main event we've had here tonight. Blaine Meeks and Maverick in the I70 Series Classic. For Ryan McGillicuddy, I'm Ben Miller. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.